Please subscribe. Restricted supercharger use will follow to any new Tesla ordered after January 15, 2017. Proprietors of automobiles ordered before then will nonetheless be able to price as a great deal as they need, and while the car is bought, the unlimited charging will go with it. Proprietors of newer Teslas gets 400 kilowatt-hours of charging annually, sufficient to pressure about 1,000 miles, in order to now not roll over from year to 12 months, and will as an alternative reset at the anniversary of the automobile's transport date. If the car is sold, the entire may be reset at the date of transfer, and that becomes the new annual reset date. The fee structure will vary by means of vicinity, kingdom to nation within the US or country to USA someplace else. Proprietors could be charged both with the aid of the kW, in most locations, or through the minute, due to the fact a few nearby rules require it, and Tesla says it is working with lawmakers to get the consistent with kW charging machine in more locations. The prices vary in part because of local electricity costs. Charging fees could be charged to the credit score, fee, card on file on Tesla's website online, wherein all of this will be managed. Tesla splits it in line with minute costs up into stages to make it correlate particularly to what you are getting, whilst the charging charge modifications, with Tier 1 charging applying whilst the auto is charging at a charge of 60 kilowatts or less, and Tier 2 is for whilst it's charging above 60 kilowatts. The rate relies upon how full the battery is, whether you're sharing a supercharger with every other car, and different situations like the weather. For example, in our domestic state of Michigan, the pricing for Tier 2 charging is presently set at 20 cents, while Tier 1 is 10 cents. Tier 2 seems to generally be 2 times the price of Tier 1. Inside the country of recent York, charging is in step with kWh and set at 19 cents. Tesla's Supercharging Help web page has all of the information as well as a device to appearance up the different fees. Tesla's lately introduced Supercharger idle charges will follow to all Model S and X motors to help inspire people with absolutely charged automobiles to open up their spot for a person else who is probably ready. A in-step with minute fee will be levied once the auto is done charging if the station became at the least half of full while you started out charging. If the spots are not at a top class, that is, the station was less than half of full, so pessimistic, the charge would not observe, and if the absolutely charged car is moved from the spot within 5 minutes of fee final touch, the rate is waived. The charge shape is $0.40 in keeping with minute in the US, $0.50 in Canada, and varying charges in other nations, all of which are particular at the Idle Price Aid web page. Tesla claims the changes have been not placed into impact to make money, however to discourage quick distance fill U.S.A. superchargers and improve the fee enjoy for clients. Some think so that it will be extra vital the extra Teslas are on the street. To that cease, Tesla says it will invest the cash accumulated in charges into new supercharger stations. And even as it's going to not anything to get round, it will be tremendously cheap, with the agency estimating the journey from L.A. to San Francisco, probable a famous one for Tesla proprietors, to fee approximately $12, or approximately $120 when you have the time and persistence to make the experience from latter NYC. It's also important to word that the imminent Model 3 will now not encompass limitless charging. However, Tesla hasn't said whether it's going to get the same 400 kilowatt-hours yearly of the modern motors or if it'll get to extraordinary plan. Please subscribe.